Hi. It's a little after 2 a.m. on Tuesday, June 24th, 2014. Um, yeah, I'm just under a week post-op for my hysterectomy and appendectomy. Obviously, everything went okay. I'm here. Um, Leading up to it, I was supposed to get my homework done before I went in on Tuesday morning. I ended up not doing that because I didn't really sleep on Monday. And so yeah, I crashed Monday after work and everything once I'd gotten everything ready. My alarm didn't even wake me up, or apparently it didn't go off. So my mom woke me up like 10 minutes before we had to leave. So we took off. We were a little late, but I mean, we were 15 minutes late. They were calling me to see where I was right as I was walking in the hospital doors. So it wasn't like a huge, oh my god, you're late thing. I was first up on the docket, so they had me in the OR by like 7:30 on the dot. So that was good. The only concern I had was I noticed on my paperwork that they had sent home with me that they had marked F, and so that kind of freaked me out. I sent them an email. I never saw the email that they sent on Monday, but basically they were like, "Oh my God, I'm sorry." My doctor Tuesday morning came in and talked to me about it. He was like, really sorry. These things get filled out automatically. They weren't really, they didn't know basically, and yeah, it's easy to fix, so it's all taken care of. So it was nice. They took me in. They shaved like my belly area before they took me in. They had me take off, everything. Ogden is like McAdee Hospital, like they got their shit together. I mean, I don't normally go to a hospital unless it's an emergency. At least that's this year. Everything's been an emergency. But the way that they had it set up, like it was really nice. Nurse came in and talked to me, made sure all the paperwork, asked all the questions. It was really nice and fun. And then the IV nurse came in and she like numbed up my veins with Novocaine before she gave me the IV. Like I've never experienced that in my life. It was like crazy awesome because normally they're just like, "Oh, this is gonna hurt, stick," and I'm like, "Yep, that hurt," or "Huh, that didn't hurt as bad as it usually does. Good job." And with her, she like, used a super small gauge needle and put Novocaine in first, and then did my IV, and it was like, nice. Like I felt nothing. That's fantastic. Unusual, but fantastic. And they put it in my hand, which actually my hand has been hurting. It was hurting like right before I left, but they were about to pull the IV out, so I was like, well, hopefully taking the IV out will fix that, and if not, so I noticed today when I was in town that it was hurting and that my wrist was still hurting from that. So I'm kind of paying more attention to that. There's like kind of a bubble in the vein where the IV had been, so I'm a little bit worried about that, but I figure I'll watch it and we'll see what happens. Um, yeah, so the operation itself, I was waking up like conscious at like 9:30, so it was like under 2 hours in surgery. Excuse me. From there, they made sure that I was okay. They gave me pain medication, and then they put me in a room. My doctor had said that if I wanted to leave early, that just to call him and he'd release me, and if not, that it'd be preferable if I stayed overnight so they could at least check on things. So that's what I did. They had me eating that day on Tuesday. Like for lunch, they wanted me to do. I'd been on clear liquids the day before, which is basically like very specific juices and broth and stuff like that. Coffee and soda, which is weird, and I would never drink either of those in that kind of situation. But so the day of, then yeah, as soon as I was out, they're like, so as soon as you feel up to it, here's some juice, here's the clears. Order some of the, I think they call them like solid liquids or something like that. It's a little bit thicker. It's basically like puddings and milkshakes and stuff that's not just clear, easy things for your body to digest. So I did that. I did a yogurt, a smooth yogurt, and which is vanilla Greek yogurt. and then I did a pumpkin. They have this amazing pumpkin cheesecake parfait. It's like a mousse. It's delicious. It's amazing. So I got those. I ate all of the mousse. I ate some of the yogurt, and then I was asleep again because I was tired. And then for dinner, I did pizza and Caesar salad because they're like, if you don't have any adverse effects, let's get you on food. And so that was cool. My nurses were amazing. Like my first nurse, when I was first waking up, it was kind of jarring. It's like I was bleeding down there, which I'm never okay with, but I understood why. They just cut me open and did all sorts of things. This is the last time I will ever have any bleeding down there, at least until I have another surgery. And so, but that was jarring and it was painful, and everything was painful, and so that was kind of freaked me out. And so she was really helpful and kind and courteous and just really considerate of my needs and my potential issues, and making sure that I was safe and I was okay. So that was great. She really took good care of me. I think she got off at like 5 p.m. And then I had a male nurse and a male aide for the night shift, and they were both amazing. Like, I don't know, there's something about male hospital personnel, like, that aren't doctors, that they're like super good at their jobs. I don't know, maybe they feel like they need to show that they really are good at this, and it's not just, I don't know, they're just really good. They were checking on me regularly, like, all the time, both the nurse and the aide. They're making sure that my pain medication was good. They're making sure I had ice and water and, everything throughout the night. And so that was really, really nice. So, yeah, in the morning I had a nurse for a very short period of time, but she was really nice, and so was the aide. And the whole experience was great, other than the fact that, I was bleeding and cut open and stuff. My doctor came in early, like 7 or 8 in the morning, to check on me and check me out, and then let me go on my way. So when I got home, I pretty much slept for the first day or two. I would like get up for an hour or two and then go back to sleep, and then get up and then go back to sleep. And over time, then I've gotten to the point where, like today, I got up around 11 to noonish, and I left the house because I needed to get my injection. And I came back at like 8 or 9 at night because I went to Starbucks and studied. And so that was cool because I was okay. And I went that entire time without medication, where I'd taken medication when I first woke up and then nothing. And like over the weekend I was worried because Friday I noticed that the way that I was dosing, I was going to run out on like Saturday or Sunday. And so that freaked me out. So I called my doctor's office, but he's only in on Monday and Wednesday, so they transferred me to another doctor in his section. And they were going to write me a script for Percocet, which is an oxycodone acetaminophen mix, but I would have had to actually go down and pick up the script physically. They can't do that digitally because I guess it's a stronger, medication. And so instead they did hydrocodone acetaminophen, which is Lortab, is one of the names it's known by. So I went and picked that up at the hospital. The beautiful thing about having health insurance is now that I've already paid my deductible, all of this is free. I love that. It is the newest, most fantastic thing in my life that I can go to the pharmacy at Logan Regional and drop off a script, wait for them to pick it up, and all I have to do is sign, and I'm done. Finished. It's beautiful. It's like happy days for me. So I love that. The fact that they paid for this entire surgery has been really nice, because I think they had said my insurance will be paying a total of like $24,000 for the surgery, so that's a lot of money, and I can't even imagine if I would, even on financial assistance, what that would have looked like. So it feels nice to not have to pay that. I'm still paying the rest of my bills. I'm not quite sure exactly where I'm at. I know some have written off some of it. I've applied for financial assistance with others, and I haven't really heard anything. So I'm hoping that I'll get more, leeway, I guess. I pay a small sum that I can afford the first of the month and pretty much call it good from there. So, yeah. Um, so besides that, oh, as far as post-op goes, the one thing that I've been having the hardest time with is the bathroom. And I know that's TMI, but you don't realize how much you use your core muscles for shit like that until you can't, or until it hurts when you try. And so it's kind of like I kind of have to leave it up to gravity and nature. And I spend a lot of time just sitting on the toilet going, any day now. And then it's like my mom checks on me if she happened to see me go in the bathroom and asks if I'm okay. I'm like, yep, fine. Yep. I'm also slightly concerned that I'm going to get a bladder infection, so I've started to up my cranberry intake, which I'm happy I can do. I couldn't when I was on blood thinners. But I'm hoping that'll help out because it's felt a little bit weird. The problem is where I've been cut open, I don't really know what pain is what. Like, there's some obvious pains, like the pains where my ovaries used to be and my appendix used to be, those are kind of obvious. And like my belly button, I understand why that hurts, is because they went in there. They did one incision right on my belly button, one on my left side and two on my right. And then I had 3 kind of small orange-sized tumors within my uterus. And so they had to cut all of that up, and they took that everything through transvaginally. That way they didn't have to open me up more in my muscles. And they took everything, ovaries, uterus, tubes, appendix, and cervix, and gone. So I'm happy about that. I'm still spotting a little bit, which the fact that I know why, and that it's because everything's gone for good, I'm okay. It's less and less every day. Obviously, if I start suddenly bleeding profusely, I'm supposed to call my doctor and probably go to the ER. But so far, it's just little and little and less, and happy day. It'll soon be done forever. Yay! Besides that, Thursday is top surgery. So, I'll be going down to Salt Lake, someplace in Salt Lake. My doctor is Corey Agarwal. I heard about her through a friend named Alex, a great guy who actually visited me in the hospital right after my Hysto. So that was awesome, and he really helped my mom answer questions for her and stuff. And I think it was nice for her to have another person that's gone through this there, that's obviously doing okay. But so I'll be going down. I don't know when Thursday. I'll find out Wednesday when exactly my surgery is, and so I'll go down whenever I need to on Thursday, and new adventure there. I'm a little nervous about it just because it's like I won't have a lot of use of my upper body. Like right now, I have to be careful not to work my core, and I have to be careful not to move wrong. It's like I can't bend over very easy and bend back up because that really messes with my stomach. And, other than that, I'm pretty much good. Like, I walk around, I can pick things up, I can lift my arms up, I can do normal things. Like, to get out of bed, I grip a hold of these bar things right here and just pull myself up. Post-op, after Thursday, I won't be able to do that because I can't do anything with my chest. And all of this is interconnected, so I'm curious to see how I handle that. I've already talked to my sister. My sister Emily is going to take care of my dogs so that I don't have to worry about it, because I really don't want to risk them jumping on my chest, which they do. Like, they try to jump on my stomach, and I've been able to keep them off. But if they can't jump on my stomach, they jump on my chest. And that's where they go. Like, I lay down, and they're right here. And so I want to make sure that they're not going to hurt me. And I don't know how fast my reaction time is going to be when I first get home. From what I've read, I'm planning on basically staying in bed for the first 2 to 3 days. So, yeah. I'm excited. This will finish me up for now. Eventually I want to get bottom surgery, but that's a ways off. You know, I can't afford that right now, and I still wish the technology would advance a little bit better. So we'll see. If I do bottom surgery, it'll be a metoidioplasty. I'm curious about the Centurion metoidioplasty, but at the very least, it'd be metoidioplasty. And yeah, besides that, I got a haircut today. I like it. It's fun. And I just shaved everything down to stubble on my face except for my mustache. And it's kind of freaking me out a little bit because I've had a full beard for like a week. And the problem is like some of it was really long and some of it was short and some of it was less short because, you know, depending on when I had shaved last, that area anyway. And so it was bugging me that it wasn't all even. So I figured I just got this new trimmer because my old trimmer died. So I just trimmed it all down to stubble. And so it's a little bit weird. Especially with the new haircut and then having no fur. It's kind of freaking me out a little bit, to be honest. I don't trust my mustache to grow back, so I never really trim it very much. Like, I keep it from being on my lip because that bugs me. But otherwise, I don't like messing with my mustache because it seems to take forever to grow. And it would probably grow faster if I would just shave it off. But it bothers me. And I've been wanting a mustache since I was literally 5 years old. So I'm not really willing to let that go. So, yeah, I will try to keep you updated. Like I said, my surgery is Thursday. It's the 26th. It's like 2.5 days away. So, yeah, and then I'll be done, and it may not be till like a week later that I say anything, if that, but we'll see. And somehow I'm supposed to do school during that time, so I'm thinking I'm gonna try to, there's some stuff I have to get done for biology this week, and then I might try to not only catch up, but maybe get ahead as far as my English assignments go. We'll see how I feel over the next 2 days. You know, if I'm feeling real energetic, then I'll go do stuff. And if I'm not, then I'm going to sleep because my body needs to rest, and that's more important. And really, as far as English goes for this week and next, I'm pretty much clean. But, you know, after that, then I'll have to work, and so I'd like to get things done for these weeks and maybe get next week's done so that I don't have to think about it. Because that would take a lot off my plate so that I can just concentrate on resting next week. But yeah, everything else I'm doing pretty good. I can walk around. I just went on a middle of the night excursion up my hill because my baby princess wanted to go walk up the hill in the middle of the night. I stopped her when she decided that we were going off the trail. She wanted to go through the trees and into the marsh on my hill, and I was like, Daddy can't do shit like that right now. So I talked to her. I was like, come on, we can come back. Let's go back down the hill. Then I don't know where my cat showed up, which is weird. But yeah, so otherwise, I'm good.